Welcome to another episode of the SimNation podcast. My name is Pablo and we are here with Fallon.
Hi.
And that person that is staring at you very creepily is Jan. Welcome.
Jan's the guy that Pablo's been following his entire life in Skylines and has now come out into the real world to confront Pablo for his stalkerish ways. He's very disgruntled. Pablo is slowly sliding backwards from the computer. Wow, that's a creepy Jan. Don't even. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking both of you.
So yeah, welcome to the very normal SimNation podcast where we talk simulation stuff. And this week we just wanted to talk about how Skylines is doing and some updates on it. And also we got updates on both the Sims 4 patch and the expansion pack. I think there's an update on the date.
Yeah,
so,
I'm going to talk about some stuff.
Yeah, and if you want to skip to anything, we have a content timestamp in the description below, so make sure you check that out if you don't have time because you're a busy person. But this is actually a place where you just lay down and enjoy our voices.
Also, I just noticed that on the thumbnails for your last article, Pablo, on City Skylines and my last article are basically the same.
Yes, I was going to say, we need to use different thumbnails. And I was like, I'm not going to bother him. He's going to be like, stop telling me things.
He'll be like, well, then you do the thumbnail.
I VPN'd from my laptop to the home computer just to get one quick screenshot because I was at work when I was posting the PSA update. I was like, this is the first one I saw. I was like, click, done.
Yeah, and I'm showing it right here. Like, they're the same pretty much. But where did you get that picture, yours?
It's from one of my screenshots in-game.
Your screenshot. That's from my screenshot, pretty much. Well, we make pretty similar screenshots. We could agree. So.
I know. Weird. Anywho, let's get going. First of all, City Skylines is breaking Paradox sales records left and right. All of them. It first broke the 24-hour sales record with 250,000 copies, including pre-orders, in the first 24 hours. Now it broke the weekly one with over 500,000 copies, so that's over 500,000 copies of the game sold, which calculated gross revenue, not counting deluxe games, deluxe versions, is about 10.5 million gross revenue. That's the revenue entirely, not counting in the cost, because we don't know that. But they are huge sales records, as I said. It breaks every Paradox sales record for all of their games, including Crusader Kings 2, which set the record, and then EU4, who broke it afterwards, and now this. So it seems that with every release that Paradox does, they just get better and better and better and sell more and more and more. I think it just kind of shows that, they are good at what they do. It's amazing. And the game is amazing. We have a review. You should go watch it. I mean, not right now. But after you finish this.
Just to give you a little idea on how many copies that is, SimCity 2013 sold 1.1 million copies on the first 2 weeks, and by July 2013, that is 3 months later, it was 2 million copies. So for a completely new franchise, if you made it, this is insanely huge. I mean, SimCity has 30 years under its belt, but this guy just are completely new. So this
was
insane.
Very quick, and if this kind of continues, they will surpass it. At least SimCity 2013, not SimCity 4, because that sold millions and millions.
SimCity, well, it's just 10 years of difference, but it's gonna take longer. But
of course, but this is a very, very quick.
To put in perspective, you get an idea of how much. Half a million is a lot.
500,000 is the population of our capital.
I saw an article that said an ex-Maxis SimCity employee was playing the game.
Actually was making a mod.
The coal power plant.
Yeah, we actually have it right here in our curated directory that you can find in SimNation.tv. You go to City Skylines and then mods, and you will find he made a coal power plant and
there's a new one. Yeah. Which was posted not that long ago, but yeah.
But you know what? The coal power plant looks very SimCity-ish. It looks more squarish.
If you read the article, I think the guy said that he wanted it to, because I guess Skylines is very pastel-y colored, he wanted it to look a bit more dirty, or
yeah, exactly. These are like, and that is good, because the one thing that SimCity did really well, 2013, is to clearly state what a building was and what it did. And in here, all buildings kind of look the same. I mean, I usually get confused with the fire station, the police station, because they look alike. And like, this is a clear coal power plant. I cannot confuse this thing. So it'd be pretty nice to see, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, the entire game uses the same kind of color palette, which means that it's easy to confuse buildings, and it's hard to differentiate them, especially if you look at like office sections and high density commercial sections. They all kind of look the same. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to see that, you know, people from basically all walks of life, and whether they have experience or don't have experience, are modding for the game, which kind of also states that the tools for it are really good, because everyone can get into it.
Yeah, everybody jumps in and imports something.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for more amazing buildings. I've seen some very shit buildings. I've seen some very, very good buildings, and everything in between. And it's just, it's
the good ones are the ones that end up in the directory.
Jan, get straight to the point. Stop making these shit buildings.
I would also like to mention, while we're here, at the last count, there were over 5,000 modded items already in, and this is in 7 days.
Yeah, although I like to highlight, because that number is kind of inflated. Every single intersection and crappy park that everybody makes gets on there, and that's the account. Like actual gameplay mods, they're like 80, right?
Yeah, but you know, it
is inflated, but it is good to see that there's so much content. I agree.
And it's good to see that everyone can share what they make. Yeah. I mean, as I said, some things are so shit I wouldn't touch them with a stick.
Yeah. And actually, you know what? I want to throw like a call to attention to somebody that is just blindfoldedly just picking existing buildings and adds a tree and re-upload it as cosmetic change. And everybody's like rating it 5 stars, because apparently they never saw the building in the game before. And I'm like, what is going on in the world?
I know, and you look at it, and I went on the workshop, what was it, yesterday or was it today? And it's just the first 2 pages were filled of those buildings.
Yes.
Filled. From that one guy, it was just workshop spam.
Yeah.
And
with nothing new.
I looked through the first page, through the second page, because I was looking for mods to put on our curated side, and I was just like, I can't, no. I just closed it down. I was like, done.
A lot of people do that, though. That's always going to be a problem, where people just they want to get the viewers or the upvotes, so they'll take something already and slap it back up there.
Yeah,
but there have been amazing ones that even Colossal said, oh, this might be very difficult to do. So we've had those. Like there's now an autosave mod, a configurable one, so you can change how often it saves. You have mods that increase resolution amazingly. I'm using one which adds a lot of super sampling, anti-aliasing. Can't say that word ever. Yeah. That one which I use, it's amazing. There's mods that remove like the chirper. There's mods that auto bulldoze buildings. It's amazing. There's so much selection.
Yeah,
it's so amazing.
Actually, I just need the one.
Yeah,
that gives you my achievements back for when they get disabled when you download a mod.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you use game-changing mods, it disables achievements. When you use assets, I don't believe they get disabled, but
although that is kind of silly, because right now I'm playing. All right, let me just spam right here and do the plugin here. So right now we created our first game mode pack. Basically, you get this, and it will install many mods for you and sort of change the way you play. And this one is called Reality Check. And basically, what it does is, oh yeah, I can totally paste it there. And basically what it does is install 2 mods for now. No teleporting vehicles, so you're gonna get like the worst jams ever. I totally recommend you start a new game with this. And real speed for pedestrians and vehicles, so everything is gonna move in a little slower. And actually I have a video to show people watching this on YouTube later on in the week. And this is like for me the true hard mode that you can get in the game. You don't get unbalanced numbers with cost or anything, but it's gonna be so expensive to keep up with all the extra infrastructure you have to do, and like adding new garbage places and so on, that it's just gonna make it hard for yourself. And actually in the video I'm showing, everything is still. The whole traffic in my city is still, because of course while you're building your city you don't have the feedback of this happening. SimCity 2013 did not teleport vehicles, so you get like all these jams. And once you activate this mod, this turns into SimCity basically, because everything gets jammed, because as you're building the city, you're not aware how bad it is, because they're teleporting once things get too bad. So I would totally recommend you start a new game and then try this out. This is actually for me the true hard mode. And reality check, basically the idea is to keep adding mods eventually that brings the experience closer to reality, you know, mostly on gameplay, not necessarily graphics. That should be probably a different pack, and we want to do more packs like that, so you can sort of pick what playstyle you may want to have. And the advantage is that once you like turn one or on or off, you know, all those mods get deactivated, and you don't have to like deal with micromanage them. So that's pretty cool. So
yeah, but there's so many mods that, you know, sometimes if you're looking at it at the workshop, you will go, holy shit, there's 200 pages of this. How the hell am I gonna find what I want? And there's already some curated stuff on there. They're doing something on their own. We're doing our thing, and it's just, there's so much potential in the modding community, and so much of it is put in that it's amazing. Also, thank you.
I did read one thing though.
Thank you. I did take a shower this week.
Only this week, not any other time in
What do
your
you
life.
want? Like every day, please. Anyway,
I don't have Reddit, but my phone always like, because it's linked to my Google, so every time I search stuff or look up stuff, it always like shows me my phone. But there's this one article I think on Reddit where they're talking about like the downside to Skylines and the whole like services where your traffic gets all jammed up sometimes because, you know, your hearse decides to go to like the entire city to pick up like 10 dead bodies instead of sending out.
I did read that article.
Yeah, I would have like, personally, I have like different like micro cities. So they have their own garbage fields and their own cemetery and so on. But for all of a sudden, one cemetery will want to cross the entire city to pick a dead person. That person is going to die twice by the time it reaches there. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah,
but,
and that was the reason a lot of people are having issues where all of a sudden everyone's dead in the city.
Yes.
But, you know, that's something that can still be worked on. I mean, it's, you know, just one of the side effects of how patching works currently. It doesn't necessarily need to be a mod, it can be a patch. But yeah, speaking of patches, we did get an official progress update, a PSA, today. It was posted by Totally Moo, who's the community manager, of course, who they refuse to call the mayors, they call everyone chirpies.
F you all.
No.
That's good. I mean, for me, I love Chirper. Poor this guy, but...
but yeah, they
were talking... Fallon, do you like Chirper? Yes or no?
I'm in between. If you ever watched me on the stream, I was like, why am I getting all these chirpy things? And I'm like, who cares about why I'm forcing? Shut up! And then I'd close it.
So you're...
But I didn't
disable
it.
In the chat, do you like Chirper or not? That's what I'd like to know.
I currently, because I was testing out the mod, I have it disabled, but otherwise I've come to the point with Chirper that I disable it in the options to automatically pop up, but I still like to look at it every now and then. But on my terms, not
no one really wants.
Yeah, I have mine set to not automatically open. And some of them are, okay, I understand some of them are meant to be cute, but I'd rather them be like important messages
and
rather
some of them are, and I more have a problem with it that sometimes that they really start repeating, like the cute ones really start repeating like all the time. Like, I'm going on vacation, what are my plans? 3 seconds later again, and 3 seconds after that again.
Your plans are dead, give up.
I'm just like, who gives a crap if I'm farming? I don't care, deal with it.
Exactly. But yeah, we had a PSA. They said that they are first going to work on bug fixes in the first patch. And after that, they're going to start working on the first expansion packs. which we don't know what it will be. But the first kind of things they really noticed and said they will fix in the first patch will kind of be the black screen on startup, gray new button, some save issues, some poor performance, stuff like that.
Double button.
And they are keeping. They did also say that they are very closely looking at the bug forums and the forums in general. So if you have issues, do post them there. They will look at them and try to fix as many as they can.
I did not know this, but I think I am actually getting this issue. Gameplay-related issues, specifically commercial demand possibly being killed by parks and recreations. Can they take up demand for commercial?
I don't know. I guess because commercial is designated as leisure buildings.
Oh,
and
there's
parks
a
are
city?
designated as leisure buildings.
The new city that I made with the hard mode, I have like I don't know how many population and only like 10 commercial buildings. That's it. I could not grow a single one more of them. And I'm it's full of parks.
That's the thing, because so parks and those monument buildings that we have in game and the commercial areas all count as leisure buildings, not actual. Commercial doesn't count as, shopping or something. So I guess they could intertwine.
Probably.
So it could be that if you have 10 million parks, you don't need commercial.
Because that is also a little bit like, I know okay, on SimCity, so on SimCity 2013, people will go seek happiness either at, by buying it with simoleons, or they would go to a park or a public library, right? That's a free way to get happiness. In here, I have no idea how it works, but it's kind of like silly that it gets like, oh, you have too many parks, so nobody needs to buy anything. I'm thirsty, get a tree.
It's just designation. I think it's just designation, right? Because I like to build parks because they make the city look more dynamic, more pretty. And I did notice that sometimes I build a park and commercial demand just drops.
That's probably why.
So yeah, that's one of the things. There was some other thing they're looking at, like traffic AI problems.
Yeah.
Which has the traffic AI can be really good or it can be stupid as shit.
Yeah, in this kind of games, yes.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I would say the traffic works actually really well.
Yeah, actually, it's quite fine. I mean, usually it's because you screwed up, not because.
Yeah.
There's no traffic problems in The Sims 4 because there's no cars.
Yeah, that's how they solved it in The Sims 4. We're gonna just remove anything that could possibly give us any issues.
Yep.
And as I said before, they have their own curated mod lists. You can check all of those out on our website. I'm not going to go through them because I don't want to, because we are better. I did paste a link in the chat because we're streaming this on Twitch, and after that, there will probably be one in the discussion below. Otherwise, just go on our website. I did post the PSA there, and all the links are in there that you need, and stuff like that, because we are good.
Sweet.
And good is good.
Indeed.
Okay.
That was insightful.
Update. I can probably leave at 5. I probably can stay till 5:05.
Okay.
So we have 15 minutes more. Let's get going on the Sim stuff then. Because there's been a little bit of news, I guess.
Just a little bit. It's so cool though, at least for Jan. Okay. Jan's gonna tune out. So we had one patch in March already, and everyone was like, oh, what happened to our hairstyles and stuff that you said we were going to get? They gave us pretty much some St. Patrick's Day stuff and the naked gnome, which is really creepy looking because he's got a naked square boxer on his genitals. And there's one more patch for this month. It may be when this podcast airs, or it may be the same, or maybe next week. But that patch is actually introducing free for everyone. It's more free stuff. Basements. So in Sims 4, this will be the first time you have basements, but they are 2-level capable basements. So you can go down one and down again. And also, I don't know what these deleted messages are, but and also you can you can take the roof off so that they can actually be like sunken in the ground rooms instead of just like an actual, covered up basement underneath of your house, which would be cool because you could have like your house and then like off to the side you could have just like this like pit of a room. in the ground.
That can be kind of cool.
And then on top of that, they're adding one above ground level. So you're going to have 2 basement levels. You'll have 4 above ground levels. So you'll have 6 total levels of your house that you can
This will be only 3-story limit?
Yeah. Sims 4 started with 3 limit. And a lot of people were mad because they were like, oh, Sims 3, I could do 4 levels and blah, blah, blah.
I want to highlight something. If your house has 4 stories, you suck at architecture. Because that is like the most annoying house ever.
And it's completely unfunctional.
Yeah, like, oh my god, I really need to get to the 4th. Oh, damn it.
It's so far up. By the time I would get to the 2nd floor, I'd be like, I'm done. I don't even need to go up there anymore.
But in the Sims time, you need like beds in separate stories so they can go to sleep in the middle because it takes so long to get to the top. They'll take a nap in the middle story and then continue.
No, it is. I mean, I guess if you are that kind of person and you want to build, kind of separate, kind of apartment style thing, then 4 stories is amazing.
Yeah.
But it's like a normal house. Unless it's a townhouse.
Yeah, I never really played. I couldn't stand to play even 3-level houses. The 2 levels is fine for me. I don't like having to, especially if you've got 4 or so people in your house, and then you have to keep flipping up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. It's like, no, thank you. But
definitely, like I personally prefer to just see everything. That's it, 1 floor.
Yeah, or just everyone. One nice big rancher. But
yeah.
So, well, the cool thing too is because we're having the expansion with the have your own shop, you can have your store on the 1st floor. You could maybe have a secret separate floor for the basement as a 2nd store, or you could have all of your actual, like if you're a baker or something, you could have all the kitchen equipment down there in the basement and maybe leave the 2nd floor above ground for like your little Sims fake house so they can sleep and eat in and stuff when they don't feel like, if you don't feel like having them go home all the time. So that's cool.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
It's
if you kind of build that.
Where the naked gnome comes in?
Well, you could, or have a room full of naked mannequins. So with the mannequins, as you may or may not know, you can give, if you want to sell a clothing store, you can have, each mannequin can have up to 30 saved outfits. So that's 5 at max, 5, if you want to do it this way, 5 per outfit category. So that you can always have the mannequins changing clothes. People can buy them and stuff like that. But you can pose the mannequins. You can go into cast with the mannequins and change, what they're wearing and stuff like that with their outfits. Which cool. is, I don't know if I'm going to sell a clothing store, but
well, which is a nice level of immersion because that's something you would do in a store.
That is good. Yeah,
you can.
I wouldn't do it, but it's good because
and posing them and stuff. And there's children mannequins too, but I really just want to make a bakery, and you can sell anything you make. So you could make regular food, and they're as opposed to just the bakery items, but they're giving us a whole crap ton of recipes for the bakery, and a lot more things you can make with the cupcake machine. Like you can make donuts, like jelly-filled donuts, chocolate donuts, all kinds of donuts.
You know what what the basement is good for? Placing that damn cupcake machine, because it's so bloody gigantic.
That's probably why they did it.
Ridiculously huge.
Just hide it underground.
Yeah, a lot, and I don't understand why a lot of the stuff like that is so huge now. The telescope is so huge. The microscope machine for the plants is so huge, but stick it all in the basement. And then also, the actual expansion is releasing this month, the 31st, the last Tuesday of the month. You don't have to wait till April by one day or whatever, April Fools, but it's coming out March 31st. I don't see any benefit to pre-ordering. As I looked on Amazon, I looked on GameStop and Best Buy, and there's no bonus feature for pre-ordering, so I wouldn't get all up in a hurry to pre-order it. But
are they getting this out there sooner than they said?
They said April originally. They said release date in April, and they didn't give us a date. So then they came out with March 31st.
I was gonna say the telescope best location was the basement, and then. But okay, so here's do you?
What?
I have a worry with it because they said release date April and coming out the last day of March, I have a worry that something is gonna be left unfinished. I just have this weird sensation that something isn't gonna be finished.
Yeah,
properly.
well,
I
they
actually
said
think they're pushing it out for some reason, but we don't know why. Like, I don't know if there's a game coming out somewhere around that time, so they want to push it earlier, or
Well, there shouldn't
they're
be any,
losing too
like,
many people maybe with
Sims-
City Skylines and hey, remember us, and they are just
The Sims, though, is like the only kind of Sims simulation like that, though. So there shouldn't be any.
No. I don't think he means it like that.
Oh.
I think he means like EA is pushing a brand new, a game in April, which they want everyone to buy, so they push this up,
Oh.
sooner a little bit, so that people.
well, yeah.
They
Plus,
could,
plus
but
if
I
people
don't-
have to like pick between two games and they only have money for one, there's a chance they won't buy the expansion pack for your game. The ads.
Well, they did say,
Basically.
like, the guru said that they can literally work on an expansion up until the release date. So they could have mostly, like, 90% of things fleshed out, and then they're using the next 2 weeks to just. You never know.
This
I'm sure there's going to be
development
plenty
cycle
of
is weird.
bugs. I'm sure there's
And
going
it's
to be
not the
plenty of
best
bugs.
idea.
It's kind
Or
of
maybe-
shady.
I think.
Maybe they're trying to conform to a certain expansion game pack, period, so that it comes out every so many bloody blahs.
Oh yeah,
But,
probably.
Oh yeah, they definitely have a roadmap planned ahead
Yeah.
of what's getting released when.
But hey, I have one more thing to talk about.
That is.
It's the aliens that are coming with the
Oh yeah.
the first supernatural
We're gonna create ourselves. Yeah.
people are the aliens. Well, okay, so the deal with the aliens is you can go in to create a sim and you can create an alien. So you can start playing directly as an alien and you can give them a disguise, like a human disguise, so that they can live in the world and you won't know that he is an alien or I'm an alien. But if you join one of the new careers, the new get to work careers, you can discover, through examinations or fingerprinting or science experiments who is an alien. And aliens have a couple of different interactions that they can do that are alien specific, and then there's that whole new alien world. I believe it's supposed to be the same alien world that all the aliens from all the Sims come from, but you can go there now through the scientist teleporter career portal thing you build, or if you go and you get so far in the rocket building that you can like go into space through a portal from your rocket. But
it is interesting, actually, that not only that Jan is an alien, but that now you actually have to hide yourself as an alien. Like The Sims 2 didn't really care. Like, oh, you're an alien? Okay, you want to play chess?
yeah.
But
Well, and then I'm pretty sure there's still going to be pregnant male aliens and
Yeah, they're gonna do the
alien
all that crazy stuff.
abductions kind of thing that happen in Strange Town and Sims 2. But
Pablo, I forgot to tell you this. My human disguise is fading. I am slowly turning back green.
you need to polish your rig there.
Touch up.
But yeah, so it'll be cool. I like.
although I like to add, what I kind of liked on The Sims 2? That Strange wasn't
Strange
that
Town?
implied. Everything that was strange in the game, like, was something like, oh, this strange thing happened. And on The Sims 4, they're like, look, we're strange. And they push all strange content. And like, it's kind of like nice when everything is normal and then something really weird happens, like you're gardening and then a meteor falls on your head. That's strange and that is cool, I think, rather than everything strange. And
I didn't like meteors killing my Sims in Sims 3.
No,
that was
that's Sims
horrible.
2.
Well, even in and I never had meteors fall on my Sims and kill them in Sims 2.
But that was cool.
Only in
Oh, they
Sims-
could turn into the plant
The
person
plant
if they
people.
talk to plants too much. Like weird stuff was like hidden.
That
You
was
had
my
to-
favorite kind of supernatural thing, turning my Sims into a plant thingy. That was amazing.
You had to drink a potion, right?
No, there was.
No, I mean to get out of it, to go.
Oh
to
yeah,
let it-
yeah, yeah. But when I love turning them into the plant.
But it was cool because they needed like sunlight and stuff like that. It was really good, and it worked
I
really
was
well with
amazing.
weather.
They had very few needs. Very
Yeah.
few. They just need to take a shower every now and then, and you could change all the lights inside your house to the sunlight thingies, and you could. Oh, it would be
Oh,
awake
I did not
all
think of
the
that.
time.
You glitcher. Oh my God. That is good, right?
I think they did have University in 3 as well. They brought it back from 2, but
Yeah, they did.
I
never-
So
I love
played it.
University on the second one. That was so
I never-
fun.
How is the Sims 4 University going to be called? Go to school.
Yeah.
they might not
Educate
have one.
yourself.
We don't know which kind of expansions they're gonna.
Learn.
Learn. Yeah.
They might.
He's gonna be petted. You know, like
Learn now.
yeah.
Hurry up and learn.
Crip.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be hilarious if all their titles were like
We're
some
like
kind
more
of,
aggressive. Yeah.
yeah, aggressive.
Get to
yelling.
work. Pet it. Study.
Oh, wait.
No. The
Wait.
pets one is going to be bow down to the cat.
Buy a pet. But
to the
so
cat.
one
To
more
Lord
thing
Meow.
before we have 5 minutes left. So you got okay. So the whole thing with the Sims and their new careers and going to work with their careers, people were complaining that like it was gonna basically get rid of household play because you'd have to follow that one Sim to work all the time, regardless. But so you have a choice though. If you say you make your Sim a doctor, you have a choice every day. Repent. I would hope they would never come up with a religious one. That would be like way crazy. Okay, so if you make your Sim like a doctor,
Everyone
or
watching on
something,
YouTube, you should come on Mondays on Twitch because the chat is. Anyway, yeah, please continue.
you can choose every day your Sim goes to work if you want to go with them to work, or if you want to just send them like autonomously to their job, like they would a normal get to work job. If you go to work with them though, you can switch back and forth through your other Sims in your household and then still go back to that Sim at work if they still have work time left, and then do other crap at their job. If you choose to not go, what? Loading?
Oh,
Yes.
loading.
I
This
don't
is a
know how the
loading
loading's
screen.
going to be. It might just be, well, I mean,
Got to make it instant. Just preload 2 lots. I can take 2 lots on my freaking RAM.
hopefully they'll make it something quicker. But
I could probably preload 2 lots on my phone.
I have an SSD
the
now,
Sims 4 is
so
so
my game.
lightweight. They could. I mean, why?
But
It's stupid.
well, at least you have the option now. You're not forced to just go. Like you can say, no, I don't want to go. I want you to just do your doctor shite by yourself.
I guess, but I'm guessing there are also some bonuses to
Well,
going
yeah.
with them, right?
Yeah,
get a
but
lot
then
more.
you probably can get more done. I'll get
a
to
lot more
work.
progress.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you go with your Sim to work. You do one thing, and he's doing his thing, and you notice another one of your Sims goes red. You click back to the other one to fix him. You have a 5-minute loading screen. You go, I don't know, send him to the toilet. Then you want to go back to the other one because his job is probably finished. You have another
your
loading.
Sim and you click the thing that says care for self. Then they will care for themselves. If they're at their own job, they'll eat the food. They just won't sleep. They'll eat the food. They'll pee. They can't take a shower, obviously, but they'll pee and eat. And then when they get home super tired, then you send them to bed. Care for self, Jan. It's well, yes, but
Or, no, on the other hand, it's like, oh, my Sim is still a job. The kids are back home from school. Let me go make them do their homework. Oh, wait, I have to sit through this loading screen.
The loading
pause the
screen is
game.
really what kills the pacing. Because, I mean, if you could just preload it, like, you click, go back to the Sim, and then you just see, like, and, you know, you're, like, at home, like, a second later. That is perfect. That'll be, like, actually, the Sims 4 would be insanely more interesting if they could just preload all the possibilities, all the places you could technically switch between if you had a Sim at work, another one at the park, and another one at home. Right?
I would just be happy if they'd make each individual neighborhood like, you know, open.
Oh yeah, that's something we've said before on the podcast.
Yeah, but with
because you have 3 to 5 houses in that one little neighborhood.
Yeah, neighborhood
Yeah.
is too tiny to be neighborhood.
That is not gonna be a hog on your computer at all.
Yeah.
If you just preload everything,
Unless you're using Windows XP, maybe.
still.
Well, it was funny though, Jen, because in the survey that the pictures got passed around, one of the potential careers was an office career, where God knows what your sim would be doing, sitting at a cubicle for 8 hours a day,
Write paper.
filling out papers.
Write paper. Pull prank on coworker. Write paper.
I would have rather taken the maid career option than the office option. Office birthday, bake a cake, like what are you gonna do? Like prank call my boss, send out chain emails. Like I don't even understand what you would have done.
Yeah.
Thank God. But so 2 minutes left. If you want me to leave OBS up for the two of you.
Oh, we can wrap it up. Oh my God, there's so much dust on this desk. Why?
Why are you underneath of it?
Oh no, I'm not underneath. I'm on top of it.
Pablo is low on energy, so he cut up some coke.
Oh God! Oh God! Don't say that. That's horrible.
What?
A lot would go in there too. It's a big nostril.
But then I speak like I can truly breathe. Oh man. Anyways,
I'm not even.
It would be hilarious if Pablo, like midway through the podcast, just went.
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah, that is stupid. I can breathe now.
God, we're not advocating doing coke at all. This should have been way after
Trust me,
In
it's
fact,
shit.
you know what? Many Argentinians often get pulled over on airports because we're carrying yerba, so we can keep drinking mate abroad. And we have to keep reiterating and explaining that this is tea, not pot. And they just won't get it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We will not have an after show, unfortunately, for all this coke-induced talk, but...
Oh, snap, yerba mate. Oh, indeed, yerba mate.
Always with the mate. You gotta put it in at least once, sometime. Everything that gets recorded.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to drink less. I'm doing it for you guys because I'm like staring at it. I'm like, I'm not, but I love you, man. I love you. Just a little longer.
But everyone keeps complaining that you should stop drinking.
Because that's interesting. Because in Argentina, people are so used to hearing that you don't hear it. You like auto mute it. But I guess if you're not used to it, you're like, stop pulling rocks through a little straw. What are you doing? And
for me, it's as annoying as Farron sniffing all the bloody.
I haven't been sniffing you haven't even heard me sniffing.
Although she's been really good, I will say.
My nose is clear. The air is going through it silently.
my nose is clear now
I'm sure it is.
from all the dust that I cleaned off the desk.
That's probably going to give you brain damage from sniffing dust. Okay.
I think there was a spider in there.
Ew!
I think that's how Pablo keeps on top of everything all the time.
Yeah, right? Like, are you sleeping? No, I don't sleep. That's actually Jan. Jan doesn't
Sun
sleep.
lamp going on, providing him with
Jan goes
energy.
ahead. I'm like, it's super late here. He's like, what are you, like 4 hours ahead of me? 5? And it's like 1 a.m. here. I don't know. Like, it's something like late here. And
It's like midnight and I'm still texting Pablo.
yeah,
with
and I
stuff
get a
he needs to
message.
do
I'm
for
like,
me.
did he wake up early or he still hasn't gone to bed? I don't know. This is like the middle point.
It's like 4 a.m. I'm still doing stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I just posted an article. Could you just shove a thumbnail in there? And it's 4 a.m. And Pablo's like, dude, why are you still up?
Oh, my sister wants me to get her. Bye.
Okay, you gotta go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap it up then.
Yeah, so if you want to watch more of us, make sure you check SimNation.tv. You can always check this out on Tuesdays on YouTube if you don't catch it on Twitch on Mondays. And yeah, Fallon has to run away. So my name is Paulo. That was Fallon right there, who is escaping right now. And Jan, you're a creepy guy. And we'll see you next time. Oh, this is the most satisfying thing ever. We are God in SimCity 4. Wow, that was loud. Oh, you're gonna eat that, huh? You're gonna eat it. I see. What? Nothing. Okay.
And now she is tossing that salad with her. Stop sticking your finger in your ear. All right, she's tossing the salad with her earwax.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It does it really well. Okay.
Oh, they're coming for you, Pablo!
Shit,
Run!
Oh, yeah. These road trips, man, are killing me. Anyway, let me know whenever we are recording. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Extended Play. I'm your host, this is Stuart, and that is a fancy, fancy sign. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.